Hi, I just want to welcome any of the new subscribers to my channel. I'm really excited that you've subscribed, and I will be trying to put out at least 2 videos every week. So I'm doing a variety of videos on my channel. On my channel, I mainly do very easy recipes and also some videos about certain aspects of nutrition. And the reason that I made this channel was so that I could learn more about how to make easy food, because I'm not an expert, I'm still learning. So whatever I learn, I also want to share with you. The other thing is that I like learning more about nutrition and how healthy being a vegan is. So whatever I learn, I want to be able to put into words and say it aloud, and that also helps me with people that I actually come in contact with in real life to be able to defend my position as a vegan and just to educate people in a way that makes sense. So that's why I made this channel, and I look forward to hearing your comments and any requests that you have. And I also made this video just to have a little chat about what happened today. So one of my non-vegan friends, who I haven't seen in a long time, came over for lunch, and I made some soba noodles with vegetables, and it's one of the quickest dishes that I make. All you have to do is cook the soba noodles, which takes like 5 minutes in boiling water, and then you put any vegetables that you want in veggie stock, and you heat up the vegetables in the vegetable stock. If they take a bit longer to cook, that's okay, like the zucchini. If you want to soften it a bit, it'll take about 5 minutes, and then after that you can add some frozen corn kernels, and there you have your soup. And then you just pour that over the noodles and you've got a meal. And my friend was saying to me that it tasted really good, but it was so easy to make, and it's probably going to be one of the meals that she will make, because as someone who works quite a bit and you come back from work, all you want to do is to just make something really simple but healthy. And that's one of the things that some people struggle with, is to be able to make something that's very easy but healthy and tasty. And if you can just learn to make some of those staples in your diet, then life just becomes a lot easier and more simple. So that made me think about some of the obstacles that prevent people from becoming vegan. And one of them could be that they think it doesn't taste good, or that it's too hard and there's just not much options. So actually it's pretty simple to be a vegan, and you can make it as hard or easy as you want. It's just up to you. Like for me, I just try to find the easiest recipes that I can online. They don't necessarily have to have a lot of ingredients, but I just use what I have and make something simple out of that. So one of the goals of my channel is to be able to just show people how easy it can be, and you don't have to spend a lot of time in the kitchen. And if you can just make something simple in your meals, then you can make big batches of it, and you can just be vegan. It's really easy. I don't see how hard it is. I mean, when I think about what meat eaters eat, like, I think, isn't it harder to also have to cook the meat? Like, it's just adding something else to the work that you have to do to prepare your meal. But if you can live with just eating vegetables and whole grains and legumes, then it's really easy. I mean, sometimes I even have only potatoes for lunch. Like, I might make some baked potato wedges, and if that's too boring, you can always make your own gravy, or you could make a sauce to go with it. or you could have it with a salad, or if you're not a salad person, like I'm not a salad person, but if you wanted, you could make another dish to go with it. So it's not any harder recipe-wise to be vegan. It's only harder if you've already been growing up, or if you're already used to cooking with meat. Then you do have to learn to adjust your taste buds, or you have to learn ways to make your food have more flavor without adding the meat. So you'll have to experiment with different herbs and spices, or with different textures. But I don't think it's hard at all. And I think once people find out how easy it is to be vegan, how easy it is to cook these meals, then it's really, it'll be a breeze. And so I was also talking to my friend about protein, and it's like quite amazing how little people know about nutrition. I was talking to her about how plant foods have all 8 essential amino acids, and if you just get enough calories, you'll get enough protein for your body. So there's no such thing as a protein deficiency as long as you're getting enough calories, and as long as you're not eating just sugar or just eating oil. If you get calories from whole plant foods, you will get all the protein that you need. And I was just telling her different numbers, like corn has 11% protein and oats have 15% protein. I know this because I did a video on it just a few weeks ago. So I have these numbers in my head and I can just say it. They're on the tip of my tongue now because I've been making these videos and I've been articulating what I've learnt. And it makes it easier to explain to those who are non-vegan why I eat the way that I do, and that it's healthy, and that I do get enough protein, even without having to add beans or tofu. So some people think that you have to add beans or tofu. Well, we say tofu, like the Asian way is tofu. But some people think you have to add tofu or beans to your meals, or to combine certain plants to get protein. But actually you don't have to, because even if you were to eat only rice, you will get 8% protein in your calories. So yeah, it's really nice to be able to bust myths like that, and to really just open people's eyes to the truth. So yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about my chat with my non-vegan friend. And it's not like she's close to the idea of being a vegan, but now that she knows a bit more, she's able to implement it. And like just showing her the recipe that I made and just having lunch with her and cooking for her, she could see the whole process of how the food was made and how easy it was. So that really influenced her. And just also talking a little bit about nutrition and all the myths that meat eaters sometimes believe, it opened her eyes a bit so that she could see that it's healthy. I also talked a bit to her about the acne that I used to have, and that I went on this high carb vegan diet and my skin improved so much. So I think the more that you tell people your story, and if you can mix that with some practical suggestions on how you can be healthier, like you don't have to say things like, oh, being a vegan is ethical, or being a vegan is good for the environment. Like, some people really don't care, or they don't really, it's not one of their main motivations to be vegan, and they might come to that realization later on that it is compassionate and it's the right thing to do. But for some people, it's good to just talk about the practical things that they can do to eat less meat and to to eat less meat and to be healthier. So what you can say to them is, I've just had so many benefits since becoming a vegan. It's been one of the healthiest things that I've done, and I've seen such a big difference in my body. And this is a recipe that you can make. It's so easy. So if you approach it that way, people will be more open. Some people are quite scared of going all the way, and because it's such a big change, so not everyone will go all the way vegan from being a meat eater. So you just have to present options. And so the more that you do that, the more people will open up to it and start to accept what you have to say. So yeah, having a YouTube channel like how I have this YouTube channel, it's a way of reaching out to other vegans, but I also don't want to alienate other people. So the purpose of this channel is just to present options, to just inform a little more, to just share about my journey, and hopefully you'll find parts of it inspiring to you and helpful in your journey as well, whether you're vegan or whether you still eat meat. I just want to show that it's possible, that you can be a vegan, and the more knowledge that you have about cooking, about nutrition, about health, also about the animals and the cruelty involved, you'll just find that you're changing your attitude. As I was saying in one of my other videos, as you change your attitude, it just becomes a lot easier. So I hope that helped. I'm working at the moment on a 3-part series about carbs. I'm going to bust 3 common myths about carbs. Those of you who are vegan already will probably already know that these are myths, but one of the myths is that carbs make you fat. The second is that carbs or sugar causes diabetes. And the third is that sugar causes cancer. So I'm going to just, I'm doing my research now. I'm just compiling all the information that I want to include. So it will take time. I just wanted to make this video as an update about myself, and yeah, just to keep in contact so that it's not too long before the next video. And I just want to thank you so much for subscribing to me, and I look forward to hearing your comments and connecting with more of you. Bye!